2013 Dream Cruise promises to be one of the biggest ever.
Fox News' Robin Murdoch is live in Royal Oak with a look at some of the awesome rides. Robin, for people that don't know, you're in the park, right? Are you at 13 in Woodward?
Yep, exactly. We're right by the fire station at 13 in Woodward, and it's a good location. There's a ton of cars out here, more, by the minute, that are actually parking, setting up, and we've got like a neat little system here, if you can hear me over that loud car. There's a neat little system here where all of the people that we're showing each day their vehicles, they're just kind of driving right up to us. So it's kind of like a drive-through of the Dream Cruise, kind of. The next person we're going to talk to right here is Scott, and you have a Z28 1984 Camaro. Did I say that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Beautiful car. I mean, this hood is unbelievable. It's so delicate, it looks like, and just very interesting, the pattern on it. Tell me about that.
It's a custom House of Colors paint job that Rocky's Body Shop in Toledo, Ohio did. It's a custom marbling agent that they put within the paint, and they do a saran wrap job on it and let it sit for X amount of minutes or seconds. I'm not quite sure about it's always like a secretive thing with those body shop guys, and then they pull it off, and whatever sticks and whatever stays, or whatever stays and whatever comes off, it leaves a certain, like a pattern. Like right here you can see it's like bird feathers. Over there's like a shark fin on that side of the roof, and then there's like little spongy air bubbles. It's a really neat design that's like a one-off paint job that nobody else has.
Now, the other thing that's really interesting about this car, I know you built it with your dad, but it's actually a race car, and it has the built-in cage, and you said it's probably one of the safer cars on the road, but the cage itself is a hindrance to you at some times. You've hit your head on it, right?
Yeah, you got to be careful with this thing. When I first got the cage put in, we got the car, it was initially built in 1993, and when I first started to try to look out the side to see if anybody was by my side, I actually hit my head right here. It was like, ouch. Because you're not so used to that when you first get it, because you're used to just driving a regular car. Now you got these roll cages, if you're on the track, to keep the roof from caving in on your head, to keep you safe while you're driving or racing it.
Let us hear what this sounds like. I mean, this car is loud. Jump in there and rev it up for us, and then we're going to talk to one of your buddies. So go ahead and rev it up for us, Scott. And we're also looking at shots overhead of our Skyfox over the Dream Cruise right now. Over 1 million people are expected to come out here, some 40 cars. Listen to that baby go. It's like 40,000 cars out here. I'm going to walk a little bit further away now. We're going to talk to Scott's buddy, Mark, here. Mark, talk to me a little bit about your vehicle here.
Well, it's a 1969 Camaro RS-Z28, built for the fastest streetcar shootout. So it is on the street sometimes. All the street driving lights work. It's a full tube chassis, Super Chevy magazine cover car, and it's torch red, and I love it.
It's a beautiful, beautiful car. Talk to me a little bit about the interior here. It's all chrome on these.
Yes, it's full polished stainless, and it never dulls, so I never have to polish it. And it's got a full roll cage.
And we can hear you again.
Yes. Great. You finally shut it off. Yeah, so it's a full tube chassis, and it's got, right now, slicks in the back, but it's street drivable. All the blinkers and lights work, like I said, and it's got a big 555 Scott Scheffler off racing engine in it.
I'm sure you get quite a few looks driving this baby around.
Yes, oh yes. Everybody loves it, and kids love to hear it. So.
Yeah, it's some great cars that we got out here. Beautiful red race cars. We've got many more cars coming up at the Dream Cruise, our live coverage at the Dream Cruise. So you're going to stick around because it just keeps on getting better and better out here, Jay and Cam. I can't wait to see what's in store for you a little bit later.
We can't wait either. Man.
That's a great shot from the Skybox, too, because you get to really see that. Right now, traffic's moving along nicely.
It is, yes.
Boy, this afternoon, it's gridlock. Good gridlock.
Good gridlock. I'm sure the Redcoat Tavern will be packed.
That's right. All right, Robin, see you in bed.
Thanks, Robin. Dreams come true at the Woodward Dream Cruise. People confined to wheelchairs were taken for a ride they'll never forget. Thanks to the D-Man Foundation, some people were put in some pretty sweet cars for a spin with the top down. Some of the cruisers hadn't been in a car since debilitating accidents.
And most of these folks, they ride along in high-top vans all day, so they don't really get to necessarily see out even the window when they're driving. riding. But to get in a convertible during the Woodward Dream Cruise, you got the air blowing in your face, you know, the breeze. You got all the hot rods up and down. You got the Detroit Muscle. I mean, that really means a lot.
Oh, it was a blast. I had so much fun. Fast, loud, cool, all the above.
You got some phone numbers?
Yeah.
This is the second year in a row the D-Man Foundation has hosted this event, and they plan on continuing for many years to come.
The federal government is confirming for the first time ever the X-Files exist. No, the existence of Area 51. That's right. This is a secret Air Force base outside of Las Vegas that you've heard about for so many years. So does that mean there are, in fact, aliens inside? Well, the CIA says the base was actually used for it. When we come back.
September 17th, for these two friends, once their dads move in.
The last four of your social is 7146, correct?
No way out. Did you? Oh, that's not me.
I don't know. It looks like you in the face 5.
Dads premieres Tuesday, September 17th on Fox.
This fall, she's going there.
Oh, Lord, the clothes are coming off.
Real talk, no limits, Bethany.
Premieres September 9th on Fox News.
Our dad is an incredible man, a great father, and a hero who served his country well. He worked hard to take care of us. Now we take care of Dad with the help of Granny Nannies.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
So you used the wrong flea killer. But then why is he the one in the doghouse? Don't blame him. Instead, rely on the #1 choice of vets for their pets, Frontline Plus. The killing force of Frontline Plus uses 2 ingredients. One to kill adult fleas and ticks, plus another to kill flea eggs and larvae, destroying the future generations of fleas. And it keeps fighting for a full 30 days. Ask your vet about Frontline Plus. Accept nothing less.
Life's biggest decisions often come down to the numbers. At Southern New Hampshire University, we offer over 180 online graduate and undergraduate programs. For 18 years, we've been offering online education, building on the progress we made 80 years ago to make higher education accessible and affordable. As a nonprofit university, we have just one focus: you. See yourself succeed at new.snhu.edu.
Do you need some help at home after recovering from surgery? Did you know you could call Granny Nannies? Whether you need us for long-term total care or just a little help right now, call Granny Nannies.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Violence continues on the streets of Egypt as the military clashes with members of the Muslim Brotherhood who support Egypt's ousted Islamist president Mohamed Morsi. At least 650 people have died in the fighting this week.
And while the unrest continues across Egypt, many here in southeast Michigan are living in fear and feeling the impact. Fox 2's Amy Lang has part of that story.
This morning we were actually woke up to a machine gun shot.
On the phone, Hannah Matar, a junior at the University of Michigan, Dearborn, visiting her parents in Cairo, fortunately inside a gated community.
We found out that the security that protects our compound and the checkpoint, they were shot at, one of them was shot, and no one knows who has done it because it was these armed men in a car, and it's just been insane.
People cannot leave their houses, people are locked up in their homes, nobody's safe.
The priests of St. Mark's Coptic Orthodox Church in Troy watching closely the tragedy unfolding in their homeland. 600 families of Egyptian descent worship at St. Mark's.
All of us here have loved ones in Egypt.
They just called me and my brother said they shot one lady. She was going out of the balcony. They shot her and killed her.
Churches are burned. Convents are attacked. Nuns are running away, seeking shelter.
The clash between the Muslim Brotherhood and the military has left more than 600 dead, with the Brotherhood declaring a day of rage after such a large loss of life. Wayne State professor Saeed Khan says it's a war between the military's attempt to return to a military state and the Brotherhood's pro-democracy stance.
Many of these people are
pro-democratic process, and they're protesting the subversion of a legitimate election.
But the priests disagree, calling the Brotherhood a terrorist organization determined to destroy Egypt.
The U.S. and most of the European countries supporting this, and I don't know what is the reason.
President Obama has condemned the military attacks on the Muslim Brotherhood. The U.S. in a difficult position politically, supplying more than $1 billion in military and economic aid to Egypt, long an important ally in the Middle East.
Unstable Egypt then is going to be something that is of great concern to the United States, partly because of the fact that so many in the Arab world look at Egypt for guidance.
In Southfield, Amy Lang, Fox 2 News.
We're in for another beautiful day out there with lots of sunshine, kind of coveting the area today, and that's going to be the case over the next couple of days, so not much going across the radar, just a few clouds kind of sneaking in from the south. Temperatures starting to warm up, 60 at City Airport, 62 at Metro, but still lagging behind into the 50s from Ann Arbor up toward Howell, over toward Lansing, and Jackson checking in with 54 degrees this hour. It was 78 degrees there yesterday, 78 in Pontiac, and 79 at Metro Airport. We'll do that better by 1 degree today. 80 with more sunshine. That continues over the course of the next 7 days, 6 days at least. We do have one glitch in the forecast. We'll tell you about that in a minute. But 61 tonight, mainly clear skies and comfortable. Lots of sun tomorrow with a high of 81 degrees, and the sunshine continues to be plentiful. Getting close to 90 with humidity levels kind of creeping up as well. There are the dog days of summer, mainly Tuesday and Wednesday, even Thursday, but chances of showers and thunderstorms don't come until Friday. And at this point, it's pretty far out there, so anything could change. High of 82. Another check of the weather coming up in just a bit. Jay?
All right, Cam. It has been the subject of conspiracy theories for decades, but not anymore. The Central Intelligence Agency has confirmed the existence of a secret military base called Area 51. That doesn't mean the base is housing aliens or extraterrestrial aircraft. The CIA didn't mention any of that, only admitting the Cold War test site, 120 miles northwest of Las Vegas. It was used for development of top-secret aircrafts like the B-2 stealth bomber, but some experts say that might not be the end of what we hear about Area 51.
It also opens the possibility of getting more information about Area 51 and programs conducted there, because until it exists, activities that took place there as having taken place there.